What's up everyone, I'm Sean, I'm an artist in Montgomery, Alabama, and I am so freaking excited. There's a place in Waverly, Tennessee called the Walls Art Park. They have a mural festival 3 times a year, and I've been accepted into the 2021 Summer Jam. So I'm really excited, but I'm a little bit nervous because I have never painted a wall before. I'll need to make sure that I grab absolutely everything that I need because Waverly is 5.5 hours from my house, which means I can't just turn around and come back if I forget something. And I'm a little bit behind schedule, so let's go. This isn't exactly a short trip, but luckily I've met some amazing people along my journey in artwork. So I'll be able to stop in Huntsville to break this drive up a little. That means 3 hours to Huntsville today, then 2.5 hours to Waverly in the morning. This art park is so amazing. They have a ton of walls ready and available for anyone to paint, and they even have a massive supply of spray paint ready for all the artists at the event, just in case we need it. I got to the park a little later than I'd hoped, and I was so eager to get started that I didn't even get any video of me signing in, finding my wall, or anything like that. I loaded up my stuff, got to my wall, and started setting everything up. The first thing I'm going to do is inspect my wall for any imperfections, divots, or chipping paint, because I want a mostly clean surface before I get started. This wall looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I'm going to slap up a quick doodle grid, and then I can sketch something out. Since this is the first wall I've ever painted, my main concern is going to be time management. This isn't a massive wall by any means, but it's still going to be an 8 foot by 10 foot painting. So I want to sketch something out that looks really cool, but I also have to be able to do this quickly. So my sketch is done, I'm ready to get started, but then disaster strikes. At this point, my camera died for the first time, which I'm prepared for because I brought extra batteries. But every battery that I check is dead except for one. And I didn't bring my battery charger because I'm in the middle of the woods, which means I've got one battery for this entire project. And I usually get 2 hours out of a battery, so I decide what I need to do is keep turning the camera off and on to conserve the battery life. But either way, I've got to keep moving forward in order to get this wall done. What I've come up with is this howling cat. The cat's for my daughter since she always wants me to draw and paint our cat Midnight. In the eyes, ears, and mouth, I'm going to do empty space to represent how I got started in artwork by doing space landscapes using spray paint. Then I'll have this wavy line to represent the frequency from the cat's meow. One thing I wasn't prepared for was to be stopped by so many people that were curious about what I was painting or why I chose to paint this particular piece. It might not look like I'm engaging with very many people, but every time someone stops me to talk, I'm turning the camera off to save battery. It was great to talk with so many people that were so enthusiastic about artwork, but I wasn't expecting it because I'm not a familiar face here. So it was really cool to talk shop with so many people. But having multiple interruptions also made me a little worried about my time and how much of it was being spent talking to each person or group that walked by. So once I was able to get back to work, I kept feeling like I was having to make up for lost time. Despite being late, being worried about my camera battery, and stopping to talk to every person that came up to interact with me, I was actually making a lot of progress on this wall. I didn't think I would get so much done in such a short time. So now I'm starting to get worried that my design and concept is a little too simple. But it's too late to turn back now, and I can't exactly start over at this point. So now my goal is to try and finish this wall in one day. It would be a huge accomplishment for me to paint my first mural all in one day and have enough time to drive home so I can work in the studio on Sunday. As I start thinking about that possibility though, my camera dies for the last time. Now I've got to record the rest of this project on my phone. The huge downside of that is whenever it gets overheated, it stops recording automatically. And it's midsummer, so this is happening a lot. But I've got to keep pushing forward to get this wall painted.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
I was able to finish this wall really quickly, but I'm having so much fun working on it. So for a while, I just keep going back and forth, changing lines here and there, seeing if I can make them smaller and cleaner, creating new problems for myself so that I can figure out how to fix them in the moment. And really, I'm just using this as an opportunity to practice and learn through experience. I also took some time to engage with people and other artists as they were walking around since I'm not as stressed about time anymore. So I was able to get a few pointers from artists while talking about their work, experiences they've had along the way, and this turned out to be such an amazing experience. It has me so eager to work on new projects, collaborate with more artists, and just continue to create as much as I can, as often as I can. By 3 p.m. Saturday, this wall is done. I have just enough time to pack up, then make the 6-hour drive back to Montgomery. I really wish my camera hadn't died when it did, and I could have done a better job of covering this event and everyone that was here. But I've learned a lot about being prepared for trips like this, both in painting and videography. So I was able to meet some amazing people, saw some incredible art pieces, and I have so many ideas for what I want to paint on the next wall. That's it for this video, and after painting this mural, I've got some empty spray cans to paint in the next video. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't, hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment below to let me know what I should paint on these cans. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons. You guys are incredible. I'm able to do amazing projects like this because of the support you guys give me. And if you want to help support the channel and get some really cool stuff while you do, go to patreon.com/pdshawn, or you can go to pdshawn.com where all of my artwork's available for purchase. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.